is a roller coaster. We often hear people say this. Through the unpredictable ups and downs, twists and turns, safety is never promised. Risks, danger, and accidents are always lingering. In fact, if you look around right now in the very space you are in, you may be able to identify a few forms of hazards. A puddle of water, faulty wiring, or perhaps unsecured, sharp kitchen utensils. Safety is never guaranteed. But what would you do if you know that somehow you can control it? Proactive and well informed decision making skills do not come naturally. These are learned, built, and honed. Together, let us identify risks and know how to combat them.
Welcome to Module 8, Lesson Number 1, Safety, Accidents, and Emergencies. In this lesson, you are expected to elaborate on the key concepts and terminologies related to safety and risk management using colloquial language. Next, you will distinguish the differences between hazard, risk, disaster, capacity, and vulnerability using connecting words. As modern day learners, we love to express ourselves fully. We have a lot of stories to tell, moments to share. A single sentence, a single phrase, few utterances will not be enough. Don't you agree? That's why we must find the beauty of conjunctions, prepositions, and transitional devices when it comes to telling our stories. Remember, conversations are easier when better contexts are given. In this part of the lesson, you will learn how to use linking words, particularly conjunctions, prepositions, and transitional devices that could make your sentences flow with ease. Conjunctions are words that are used to connect words, phrases, or clauses in a sentence. They are used to create complex sentences by joining two or more ideas together. There are two types of conjunctions. The first one is the coordinating, while the second one is the subordinating. Let us begin the discussion by defining what coordinating conjunctions are. Remember, these conjunctions include words such as and, or, but, so, yet, and for, commonly known as the acronym fanboys. They are used to connect words, phrases, or independent clauses of equal grammatical weight, and they indicate a relationship between these elements. Let us see the sample sentence. Fire drills and regular safety briefings are important not only for workplace safety, but also for ensuring that everyone knows the evacuation procedures. And was used to connect the two subjects, which are the fire drills and regular safety briefings. Using and, these two elements are now identified as crucial aspects of workplace safety. Another one, you must undergo safety training or you won't be permitted to work in hazardous environments. Or presents a choice or alternative between two clauses. The sentence conveys that undergoing safety training is a requirement, and the alternative is not being permitted to work in hazardous environments. It indicates that one of them must be fulfilled. What about nor? Let's see this sentence. The company not only provides safety training for employees, but also ensures that hazardous materials are neither mishandled nor ignored. In this sentence, nor helps to emphasize that both mishandling and ignoring hazardous materials are actions that the company ensures do not occur. Did you notice the difference between or and nor? Or is used for indicating choices, while nor is used for negative alternatives. If coordinating conjunctions connect words of equal grammatical weight, subordinating conjunctions, on the other hand, include words like because, although, since, if, and when. They are used to connect a dependent clause to an independent clause, creating a sentence in which one idea depends on another. For example, seatbelts should be worn at all times because they significantly enhance passenger safety in the event of a collision. In this case, because connects the main clause, particularly seat belts should be worn at all times, with the subordinate clause that provides the reason for that statement. Next, although the weather conditions were unfavorable, the construction workers proceeded with caution to minimize the risk of accidents. Although introduces a contrast between the main clause and the subordinate clause. It indicates that there's a difference or challenge. It tells us that even though the weather was not good, the construction workers still proceeded with caution to minimize the risk of accidents. Remember this, subordinating conjunctions connect two clauses in a way that shows a relationship between them. They often indicate a cause and effect, contrast, or time relationship. In simpler terms, they help explain why something happened. They show a difference or highlight when something occurred. At this point, let us now talk about prepositions. These are words that show the relationship between a noun or pronoun and other words in a sentence. They usually indicate the location or position of a subject, the direction of movement, or the time when something happened. Common prepositions include in, on, at, from, to, by, with, about, of, and for. In is used for things that are inside or within a space. For example, students should be aware of the emergency exits in the building, especially in the event of a fire. Meanwhile, on is used when something is physically in contact with the surface. However, it has many functions as a preposition. It can also tell the emphasis of a sentence. Let's check how. Emphasis is placed on regular fire drills to ensure that students and staff are well prepared for potential emergencies in the school building. In this context, on specifies that the emphasis is directed toward the subject of regular fire drills. It signifies that the importance and focus of attention are centered on the need for conducting regular fire drills. What about at? At is used to refer to a specific point or location. For instance, safety drills are conducted regularly at the school to ensure that everyone is well prepared for emergencies. Like the previous topics, transitional devices are tools of language created to help you narrate with cohesion. These are words, phrases, or sentences that are used to connect ideas and show the relationship between different parts of a text. Furthermore, also, in addition, the three of these add or emphasize a point. Let us use one on a sentence. The importance of safety extends beyond the classroom. Furthermore, outdoor areas and playgrounds are regularly inspected to identify and address potential risks. See how one idea was expanded? To show contrast between two ideas, you may use nevertheless, despite this, however, etc. For instance, public awareness campaigns have improved safety knowledge. Nevertheless, some individuals still engage in risky behaviors, contributing to accidents. Aside from these, transition words can also be used to depict cause and effect, such as because, as a result, and due to. In the real world sense, you're also bound to hear namely, such as, and to illustrate when inferring to specific examples that can support your points or arguments. And lastly, transitional devices are vital in showing a similarity or a comparison between two ideas. Let me provide you with a sample statement. Just as with other natural disasters, typhoons necessitate a comprehensive and proactive approach to risk reduction. Using transitions in your writing can help to create a more polished and professional piece and can make it easier for your readers to understand the connections between your different ideas. Let us now measure your understanding of the linkers through this short quiz. First item. The use of protective gear is essential in hazardous environments. Blank, it reduces the risk of injuries. Which linker is the correct answer? The correct answer is letter B, consequently. The sentence structure suggests a cause and effect relationship. The first part of the sentence states that the use of protective gear is essential in hazardous environments, and the blank is asking for a linker that appropriately connects the second part of the sentence, which highlights a result or consequence of using the said gear. Consequently is the most suitable option because it indicates a logical result or conclusion. It also helps to establish the cause and effect relationship between the two parts of the sentence. Number 2. Emergency drills are conducted regularly. Blank employees are well prepared for unforeseen situations. Which linker is the correct answer? Is it A in particular, B nonetheless, C to illustrate, or D moreover? The correct answer is letter D, moreover. This one is the appropriate linker because it adds information that strengthens the previous statement. In this case, it suggests that conducting emergency drills regularly is not just a routine, but has an additional positive outcome. Employees being well prepared for unforeseen situations. Now it's time to assess your mastery on the proper use of prepositions. Let us start with the first sentence. Accidents can occur blank the workplace if safety protocols are not followed. Do we use in, at, off, on, or by? The correct preposition to use is in. Accidents can occur in the workplace if safety protocols are not followed. As you can see, the preposition in is used here to convey the idea that accidents may happen within the boundaries of the workplace if safety protocols are not adhered to. Second statement. It's essential to be aware blank potential hazards in the workplace. Which preposition shall we use? The answer is off. It's essential to be aware of potential hazards in the workplace. This preposition is often used to indicate possession or association, conveying the idea that awareness should be directed towards the potential hazards that exist within the workplace. Congratulations for finishing the first lesson of Module 8. Let us wrap up all of your learning experiences within this lesson. First, disasters happen when potential dangers, known as hazards, meet societal vulnerabilities, creating measurable risks, but strong community capacity helps cope and recover. Next, conjunctions connect ideas in sentences. Coordinating ones link equal elements, while subordinating ones connect dependent and independent clauses. Third, prepositions show relationships between words, indicating location, movement, or time. And lastly, transitional devices are words or phrases that link your ideas, making your writing clear and smooth. They help emphasize points, show differences, sequence events, explain cause and effect, give examples, and draw comparisons. At this point of the lesson, reflect on a recent experience where you encountered a safety concern or hazard. How do you think the concepts covered in this lesson, such as transitional devices, conjunctions, and prepositions, could enhance your ability to communicate about safety and risks in that situation? Share your thoughts on how language skills can play a crucial role in effectively responding to everyday hazards.
To delve deeper into these topics, I encourage you to explore the complete module available on Global English Competitiveness ebook for B2 learners. I am Miss Mediatrix Therese R. Galero, your instructor for Lesson 1, Safety and Risk Reduction. It has been a pleasure sharing this educational voyage with you. As you embark on your next phase of communicative growth, Lesson 2 awaits your exploration. See you there!